Not too long ago, I did a video on The Promised Neverland and my first impressions of the show. Since then, I've finished it, and my impressions have changed just a little bit. Hey guys, it's me again, and today I'm going to be giving you guys not only my final impressions of The Promised Neverland, but a review of the series overall. Now, I'm going to try, as I did last time, to avoid spoilers, but if small spoilers are in this video, then I apologize, but for the most part I'm going to try to avoid them, and if there are any, which I'd hope there wouldn't be, then they're just going to be minor things, nothing too big. So, this show does a great job at making just, I can't even explain some of the stuff this show does. Like, it blew my mind several times. Like, there's so many parts in this show where just big things that you never would expect were revealed, and there's like all sorts of crazy shocking twists, and just there's a lot of stuff that will make you just want to pause it and sit there for about maybe an hour and just rethink your life as a whole. Like, there's a lot in this show that is just crazy. Like, I can think of at least 3 instances. No, 4, probably more. If I sit here and think, I'm only going to remember more. But, yeah, so it does a great job at that. This show is definitely a lot darker than I expected from the first episode or 2. Now, I know if you watch the first episode or 2, it already seems pretty dark, but it gets a little darker than even that. And I'm not going to lie, I like that. Like, I'm not complaining. I know there are probably a lot of people who don't like darker anime, and if that's the case, this isn't for you, but if you don't mind that, or if you even like that, then this is totally for you. It's just amazing. And not only is it a little dark and shocking at a lot of times, but it's also pretty sad at certain moments. Like, there's a lot of stuff that happened that was just kind of sad, and there were a few moments that I felt should have been sadder, but I just don't feel like they were executed correctly. Like, I feel like they could have done a better job with some of the things that were supposed to be sad. But other than that, if you don't mind the fact that they didn't pull those off as well as they intended, they are still sad things. So, yeah, if you like sad anime, then that's another reason to watch this. But I know some people might bawl their eyes out with some of the stuff in here. But I, for one, don't mind that. I enjoy that. I like when an anime is able to make you feel strongly in one way or another, be that positively or negatively. I like when an anime is able to accomplish that. And now let's actually talk about the plot a bit without spoilers, which is gonna be kind of hard. So, as I mentioned in the first video of this, my initial first impression, it follows the 3 main characters here, going from left to right. You've got Norman, Emma, and Ray, and they're the 3 oldest and smartest and overall best kids at the Gracefield house, which is an orphanage of sorts for kids. And one day, when one of the kids is getting taken to their new parents, Emma and I can't remember, I think it's Norman and Emma discover a very dark secret, and they realize that they can't stay there anymore, so they start trying to plan an escape with their friend Ray, and the escape, all the stuff that they do in preparation for that and leading up to all that, and when they try it, and it's pretty good. Like, there are some intense parts where it doesn't seem like they're gonna succeed at certain things that they're trying, and they don't always succeed. And part of it is they have to pretend the whole time that they don't know what they know, because if people find out that they know, then that's gonna compromise their whole mission right there, and they're gonna be screwed. So they have to do all this without anyone knowing, which eventually leads to some pretty interesting stuff. Again, I'm not going to spoil that, but yeah, like, the plot for this is definitely good, and it's so good that it is, in fact, getting a Season 2, I believe. I think I read online that Season 2 is going to be in 2020, and I think I saw that there's a trailer, so if there is, I will watch that, and I'll make sure to react to that, because usually when there's a new trailer for something I'm interested in, I try to react to that on the channel just because I'm sure you guys would like to see that as much as I would. But I do feel that it's a little soon for Season 2 because Season 1 finished in, I think, March of 2019. And we're in April right now, but I finished the show back in March. I've had this series finished for a while. I just haven't gotten around to making this video, and I'm sorry about that. I've been meaning to. I just had other stuff that I've been doing. But yeah, as soon as I finished it, sometime in March, which was when it finished, I finished like a week later. I was like, okay, I wonder if they're gonna get a Season 2. So I was like, okay, let's ask Google. Yep, sure enough, Season 2 has already been confirmed for 2020. There's supposedly a trailer, and I think they're jumping the gun a little bit with that one. I think they probably should have waited a little longer just to see how people react after the season is done. But I'm not complaining. I definitely do think that a Season 2 is necessary, because the way they end this thing, there's so many like story arcs for all the different characters that are left way open. Like, so much could happen. So I definitely think that it's good that we're getting Season 2. That'll hopefully explain a lot more, because this leaves you with a lot of questions. More questions than answers, really. So this Season 2 is well deserved. It's well needed. And I can't wait. I know I will definitely be watching it in 2020. And until then, I just have to sit here and wait. Who knows? I might actually pick up the manga at some point. But yeah, anyways, I don't have a whole lot more to say about this series. I would recommend this to most people. I mean, like I said, if you don't like dark stuff, this isn't for you. If you don't like sad stuff, this isn't for you. And I don't think it's overly gory. I don't think. Not that I can remember. I mean, there are a few moments that might gross some people out, I guess, if you have a weak stomach. So keep that in mind. But if you don't like gore, I'd say still give this thing a shot. Ignore episode 1 because, I mean, watch episode 1, but there's a part that I'm thinking of right now that might turn you away. Ignore that, because that's not a common thing in this. I mean, on the last few episodes there's also a little bit, but just ignore that. Hang in there, and you'll be glad you did, because this is totally worth your time. But yeah, I don't have much more to say. Yeah, definitely check this series out. Let me know down in the comment section what you guys think, if you watched it, or if you have watched it already. Also, if anyone out there watching this has read the manga, let me know whether or not I should read that, because if it's worth reading, then I'll definitely check it out, because I'd love to, just because I know there is a manga of this. But yeah, anyway, with all that in mind, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, I will see you guys next time.